Today we'll talk about the Mahragan 2022 Mahragan Elkerazaa overview, and we're going to go more details about what's exactly is going to happen in a Mahragan and the plan for the Mahragan, and also we'll go over the app of G2G, a church new app, as well some of questions we have received. So for the agenda for today's meeting, for first is going to be the Mahragan scene, the schedule, Mahragan point of contact, mean of communication, registration, exams, and celebration of the Mahragan. And also we're going to go over new G2G church app. And as we mentioned, we received some questions and we'll try to answer them as well. Now the theme for this year is called, the theme for the Mahragan is called Live in Peace, عيشوا في سلام. هنا في ترنيمة, we're going to share it with you. Now we're going to go back to the slides. So we talked about again the themes, which live in peace, the theme of the Mahragan. Next slide. We're going to talk about the schedule. So we already, some of Sunday school classes already have taught in the lesson for Mahragan. But here with the schedule, it's in person when they're going to come to the church, and we'll have a Mahragan time. And this will start first day, is going to be will be July 6th on Wednesday, and the last day it's going to be Friday, August 6th. And weekly, we're going to meet on Monday from 7 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. and as well as Wednesday from 7 to 8:30 p.m. On Friday, we'll meet from 6 to 7:30. However, the KG family has because they are younger age, so they are in different schedule. So they will start from 7 to 8 p.m. Here, more detailed schedule. We know a lot of parents ask what exactly happened in each day so they can plan for it. Here, example, we have the elementary school and also the schedule for middle school and high school. For elementary, you can see from 7 to 7:15, we're going to start with a prayer for Monday. And then from 7:15 to 7:45, we'll have sports. And after that, we're going to, from 7:45 to 8:25, we're going to have a technology or art or craft. And then we're going to end the day also with the prayer. On Wednesday, we can change the time, like it started in the same time with the prayers. But then after that, instead of sport, we're going to have a lesson or lesson review of the Maharagan, and then we will have sports and a prayer. You can see also the schedule for middle school and high school. They are similar to elementary school. The only difference is the time we switching. So this way, we have, like, for example, the sports, the only elementary, they will play together on the field. That's the time where the middle school and high school, for example, on Monday, they will have technology or art or craft. And then from 7:45 to 8:25, elementary will have a technology and art and craft. High school and middle school, we're going to have a sports. By doing that, it will help. Basically, this way we only keep one group at a time to play in the same time. And also for the lessons, we're going to use the same method. Basically, for the Church of Cross, we'll use it for lower elementary. And then when the time for school, time for lesson for middle school, they will use it. Same things with the Church of St.Mary, we'll use it for upper elementary and high school. And for KG, and you can see also for arts and all this craft will be in their Sunday school classroom. And for KG family, we'll be mostly outdoor, and we'll try to have it a fence. So this way we can protect our kids. Mahragan point of contact. If you have any question, these are the point of contact. Mahragan father for Archdiocese is Father Mina. He's not only Father Mina is a Mahragan father, also he is the father of all Archdioceses. Same thing with the Mahragan coordinator with Archdiocese. We have Hani Azar. Main coordinator for Mahragan Chinuda Bolus is me. And Mahragan celebration coordinator is Liliane. Mahragan registration and budget coordinator is Mina Ayub. And Mahragan IT coordinator is Nabi. And Mahragan hymns Isaac. And also we're not gonna continue only with if there's a general question, is the best one to contact the main coordinator for Mahragan. Add on that, if there's more question specific, for example, for middle school or high school or elementary family, then you go directly to the coordinator of this group. They will be more familiar with like a curriculum and everything. So that's the best way to ask to address your question and go to their family. Here for KG family is Naveen and Mariam. Lower elementary Amgad and Cherry. Upper elementary Shnuda and Michelle. Middle school is George and Brooke. High school, Andrew and Isaac. A mean of communication. The way we're going to communicate with family and let you guys know about Mahragan. First things we did a parents meeting, and it was on June 19th. And also we had that recording video, so you guys can able to see that. And also we'll use like a normal announcements, like through WhatsApp, Messengers, Facebook. And also we're gonna have a new app, it's called Church, G2G Church app. And hopefully that will be the new platform. We'll use it in the future to communicate with each other. And this will be used for any announcements. And also, if there's a general announcements, we also gonna do it after liturgy or through emails, or also gonna be a flyer about the Mahragan as well. The registration, how to register. For this year is gonna be 50 per kid. And for the registration start on June 19th, and the last day is July 20th. After that is going to be additionally fees. But there's a ways to how to do it. There are 3 methods. We can still use the old form. You can fill it by paper and pen. And we will send the form, And if you can print that form and you can fill it out and give it to your Sunday school servants, this will work. Or you can meet Mina after Sunday, after the liturgy, English liturgy on Sunday. You can meet him and he will have those forms as well, and you can sign it. Other method, which is try to move to digital because make it more convenient to everybody. You can text word Mahragan, and I want to just emphasize that word Mahragan because there's phone number, it's 425-970-9799. You text word Mahragan. You have to include word Mahragan. If you don't, you will not get the link. If you text that phone number, you will get a link, and it's going to be digital form. You can fill it online. And everything done online. And it should be only about a couple minutes to 5 minutes maximum to fill it out. Or you can scan the QR code, the one you can see it now on the screen, as well as you can click on that link. And we will also pass, again, we're going to send out to the parents. We'll send a form, include this instruction, how to register for your son or your daughter, how to register to them digitally, or also the form if you want to print it and fill it out. This year for the exam, final exam, I know we get a lot of feedback about the exam is sometimes stressful, and a lot of people ask if can be a group to work together to answer it. And the Archdiocese has considered these feedbacks, and this year they came it's going to be a project, not like an exam, final exam. Only it's going to be all kids in each grade. They're going to work together to submit one project. It could be a PowerPoint or a presentation or research. It talks about the Mahragan, about the whole theme of their lessons. They will talk about that, and then they're going to evaluate all of churches and select the top church. And this way we can encourage our kids to work together and work as one team and participate and also be benefits for all these lessons. And also the rule is also in a new app, G2G Church app, so you can read it and you become more familiar with it. So the spiritual, we're going to have 3 items. We're going to have the spiritual exams, and the last day, again, there's no exam. There will be a final project. The submit day is going to be August 7th, the final day to submit it. Hymns and a spiritual project. Hymns on Coptic also is going to be the same like last year. They're going to, all kids are working together, and they're going to record it and upload it, and they're going to evaluate each church. For a special project this year, also, each kid can submit one of their special project if they are talent, for example, in art, or they are talent in, for example, in coding or anything. They can submit their project on their app for the church to Archdiocese, so they can review it and select them. This year, they ask only for each kid to select one of their talents. So I know sometimes our kids has multiple talents. They are good in arts as well as research again in research and presentation. So they can do multiple things. But for Archdiocese, we only ask them to submit one. For our church, we are happy to collect all these projects and present in the last day. But for Archdiocese, we ask our children to sit and focus and try to select one of their projects to submit it. Again, the deadline for it is August 7th. Celebration day is Saturday, August 27th. So please mark your calendar from now to attend that celebration, and that's August 27th. Here is the question. Here we're going to talk more about a new app. It's called G2G Church app. And here you can see the instruction how you do it. You go Apple stores, try to search for it, and download it. You're going to use your cell phone, and when you use your cell phone, they're going to send you a code. And when you get the code, you put it, you wait for approval. It takes probably a half day or a day. You get approval, then you can access to it. Here you can see a tutorial. You can see now the tutorial on the right side. Here I'm searching for G2G Church app. And it comes here, and you can see G2G. It's going to look like that blue icon, a little bit different than the old one. Here I already downloaded, so I don't have like basically the process, but I can click and basically open the app. And the app is going to look like this. You can see the whole entire church. And here you're going to click here. On the left side, you can click if you are in part of the groups, or you can, if you select the last icon, this is a Maharagan. And you can select and you can see, for example, the rules of Maharagan. And you can read more and be familiar with it. Or you can go back and select, for example, the curriculums. And if you want to, about the hymns or Coptic, you can select any grade. You can look at it and you look at the hymns. Or you can select also the spiritual lessons. And you can look at it, for example, here. Again, this is rules and the special project rules. And you go back again and you can select the curriculum, the spiritual curriculum. And you can look here, and if you click here, you will receive, you can look more details about the curriculum. What exactly lesson here is the list of the lesson. And if you click on any one of them, you can review it. So the app is more friendly used. It's the only thing is you just have to find it and able to download it. So question, we have received some of the questions about mostly about the app. One of them is basically about the Android, and we have communicated with the Archdiocese. And the Archdiocese said is basically Android will start working fine by next week. Sorry about that delay. Also, the other things it says, should we, when we register for the app, should we use our kid's name as the main person? Recommendation is use the parent's name. Use the father or the mother name, because eventually that app is going to be a point of contact in the future. We're going to use this platform not only for the Maharagan, we're going to use it for entire church to communicate, send messages, or look at that, is because it's going to be like a platform that is going to be similar to Facebook or similar to Facebook, where the people can post the photos, but the only posting is going to be done by the admin team. But if they are part of the group, they can communicate through the groups, can send the links and all that. So that's why I highly recommend it to you. Use the parents as the main point of contact and add the kids under them. Unless sometimes our kids have their own cell phone and they want to become a little bit independent. That's why they can register, but they will register by themselves. They can use the phone numbers and they can register. These are the questions we have received, and we are happy to answer any questions. Again, كل سنة وانتم طيبين وبالمهرجان وتعود عليكم الأيام بالصحة والسلامة. Thank you.